Initially I was interested in trying to understand the natural landscape, trying to understand the climate and how clouds form and all these type of things. And I began to realise that in Britain it was basically the great thrust of the Industrial Revolution that has changed the British landscape so radically. This is why a lot of my projects are based on particular industries or particular human phenomena which has shaped aspects of the landscape. The British landscape is the title basically for the book and the exhibition, and it's basically a compilation of work that I've made probably for the last 25 years or so. It's a selection of images which try and get across a sense of the sort of historical layering of our urban industrial landscape. Not all my pictures from high vantage points, but as my work has progressed throughout the years, I've begun to more and more search out the high vantage points. What's interesting for me is that in the way in which things can be revealed in context rather than just individual structures. So I find spots like this one of the Agecroft Power Station. I made this picture during the winter months, so the sun doesn't rise very high, and in fact it's looking towards the south. And also I found out that amateur football teams play football there at the weekend, so I went along on Sunday morning. I do try and include as many things in the picture as I can, but with it hopefully still making sense. The train in this picture is an extension of the line which goes to Transfigured nuclear power station, which was being decommissioned at the time. And so that train is carrying pods of spent nuclear fuel on the way to Sellafield for reprocessing. I really cite the conditions in which I was brought up into the world, the society that I was introduced to. My parents had quite a strong influence in my interests. My mother's family came very much from a sort of rural background, and my father came from an industrial one. I originally started making black and white pictures because of the sense of control that I could have over the final image. But I have started to use much more colour now because of the digital revolution and the amount of control that you can have manipulating the image on a computer screen. The other thing about colour is that apart from the technical aspect, I was also very concerned with the impact of colour itself, because colour is very sensual. So black and white has a more sort of more scientific, analytical approach and associations. Well, it's maybe not necessarily the violence, but the direction of. Yes. It's those aspects of tension and conflict in the landscape which can reveal a greater sense of meaning, and it's those things that interest me. I mean, I particularly like to make photographs in changeable weather where the sky is changeable, and that acts as a metaphor to the changing scene beneath. But ultimately, I don't actually know what it is that makes some images interesting and others not.